Facebook. What's up, Facebook? Everybody on Facebook. What's up, everybody on Instagram, everybody on Periscope. Welcome, welcome, welcome. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Marcella Wilson. Everybody who knows me, what's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? So what I do is I'm on here every day, and I talk about short-term rental properties. So if you have an Airbnb, a short-term rental, or vacation rental, I help women set up their short-term rental properties. My husband and I own several short-term rental properties. Our family and friends started to see that on Instagram. Was like a light shining down on me. Like, I don't know what that is. It's so funny. But anyway, people found out that we had short-term rental properties, and they were like, hey, can you help us set up an Airbnb or a vacation rental? And one thing led to another, and now it's like a thing. So I help women set up short-term rental properties, and I really enjoy it. So I'm on here every day for about 5 or 10 minutes, just dropping knowledge about short-term rental properties. Okay, so all this week, I've been talking about what I learned at this business conference that I went to last week, right? Last weekend, and I stayed in an Airbnb. So if you if you didn't see my past live videos, I actually did an Airbnb tour, right? Of the Airbnb I stayed in when I was at the business conference. It was a beautiful 1-bedroom condo. Actually, it was a 2-bedroom condo. They had 1 bedroom set up as an office. But I did a little tour of an Airbnb that I was in, and I showed you all the amenities and how there was a supermarket on the first floor. It was really awesome. But one thing that happened that I thought was so amazing was that, of course, I was in contact with the owner because, you know, he let me in, and he stayed in contact with me throughout my stay just to make sure everything was okay and stuff like that. But the day before I was supposed to check out of the Airbnb, he asked if I would remember to give him a 5-star review. And I thought that was just amazing because, look, if you have an Airbnb or a vacation rental, or you're up on VRBO or HomeAway or Bookings.com or something, reviews are gold, right? Because that's really all a person has to go off on when they're scrolling through the listings and trying to decide if they want to stay at your Airbnb or not, right? They're looking at the pictures to say, ooh, that looks nice. They're looking at the price, right? Can I afford this? And then they're reading the reviews. So you want to get the highest reviews possible. It's 5 stars on VRBO and Airbnb, so you want to get those 5-star bookings, right? So fortunately, in my short-term rental properties, I have mostly 4 and 5s. More 5s, I think I have like a 4.8. So that's pretty good. But this owner taught me something, right, of the Airbnb that I stayed in this past weekend. And he asked for the 5-star booking, 5-star review. He said, hey, can you remember to give me a 5-star review, you know, when you're asked? Because when you book on Airbnb or VRBO, a couple days later after you check out, you're getting an email saying, you know, rate your experience. And you know what? I gave him a 5-star review because he deserved it. It was an amazing property. As you can go back and look at the video of the Airbnb tour. Also, you can look on my YouTube channel. It's Dr. Marcella Wilson on YouTube. You can see the Airbnb tour on that. But I learned, right, that you need to ask for the 5-star review, right? Don't be afraid to ask for 5 stars, right? Because listen, when people check out, there's like this kind of nervous waiting period, like, oh my goodness, I wonder if they're gonna rate me. I wonder if it's gonna be low, if it's gonna be high, is it gonna be good, is it gonna be bad, right? And sometimes, people have given us a 4, right? Just because they said in the reviews, like, nothing's perfect, so I'm just gonna give this place a 4, right? So instead of being shocked and surprised, or like, oh, waiting and wondering what kind of review these people are going to give me, how many stars are they going to give me after they leave your property, why not ask for the 5-star review? And you know what? That opens things up for dialogue, right? Because if you don't feel that this experience deserved a 5-star review, then that's your opportunity to say, I don't think your place deserved a 5-star review. And that allows you to dialogue with the owner, right? And even though I've never asked for a 5-star review, I'm going to start doing that now. I have had people contact me and say, such as this has happened, or I don't like this, and I'm able to dialogue with them so that by the time that they leave, it's a good experience, because you always want your guests to have the best experience possible. And you don't want them to leave and rate you poorly, right? Because that, if people read that, and they'll be like, well, I don't want to stay there. So what you need to do when you are, dealing with your guests and when they're about to leave, you need to ask for the 5-star review, right? And if they say, oh, no worries, this was a wonderful experience, I'm going to give you the 5 stars, then great, woo. But if they say, well, I had an issue with this, an issue with that, you can dialogue with them and say, hey, that's noted. And you can even kind of like make deals with them, say, hey, I appreciate you telling me that. I would appreciate that you wouldn't put that in a review, right? I appreciate that you would, and I've told this to people as well, guests of mine in my Airbnbs as well. I've said, hey, I would appreciate if you could just say the positive, and I'll be sure to, take care of those things that you didn't like, or rectify whatever situation that is. And that usually works as well too. And I've had people proactively come to me to say, hey, this happened. I'm not going to put it in the review, but I just want to let you know. Now, those are the best, right? Because the guest comes to you proactively and say, hey, this happened, or, this is an issue with your house. I don't want to put it in the review, but I just want to let you know. Because look, let's be honest. No house is perfect, right? You know, if you want to sit here and think that, people have perfect houses or perfect apartments or perfect bedrooms, it doesn't happen. And then you have people that are just picky, right? Some people you just cannot please. So things happen with your house, especially when people are coming in and out, there's wear and tear. And a lot of times the guests will let you know. Your property management will let you know if they find it, or if you're taking care of your home, you'll find it, right? Or the cleaning crew will find it. But a lot of times the guests will let you know, hey, something's going on with the house, or we find this stain, or this is broken. What you don't want is the guest to never say anything to you and then put it in a review and then give you less than 5 stars, right? That's what we don't want to happen. So we always want to encourage, you want to be in contact with the guests as soon as they make that booking, right? Just get them in the habit of, talking with them and I'm here for you. What can I do? Giving them your cell phone number. You can always call it, saying you can always call or text me so that they know they can contact you if something is wrong. In addition to, maintenance or whatever, if you have that available to them. Because the goal is to get a 5 stars, right? So the more 5 stars you get, the more bookings you will get. So, the moral of today's lesson is to ask for the 5-star review. The way you can guarantee to get 5-star reviews is to ask for them, right? Up front, you want to set the intention when you send them the booking paperwork. Say, we aim to give you a 5-star review, and while you're here in our rental, if there's anything you need, you can always contact me. So set the intention up front, right? Check in with them while they're there. And then right before they leave, say, please remember to give us a 5-star review. And more than likely, you'll get the 5-star review. If not, it's a way to communicate or dialogue with the guest and kind of, work things out so that they can give you that 5-star review. So that was something that I learned and I immediately started doing because, I have people in my short-term rentals right now. So I'm immediately enacting that and I'm doing that with my guests. And we had someone check out this week. They gave us a 5-star review. So don't be afraid to ask for what you want, right? That's just kind of a life thing, right? Not just for your short-term rental property. It is, ask for what you want. Don't be afraid to ask for what you want, right? And instead of being like, oh my gosh, I hope these people leave me a 5-star review, you can kind of guarantee it, right? So that is my lesson for today. Ask for the review. Don't wait or be nervous or worried about what they're going to give you. Ask for it up front. Right? Set the intention early. As soon as they book, as you're sending them check-in and check-out information, let them know, we aim to give you a 5-star review, then ask for it. Okay? And they'll let you know. So, all right. So these are the kind of things that I work with my clients. So I work with clients and I help them set up their short-term rental property. If that's something that you wanted to do, like I said, you wanted to do in 2019, or that was one of your goals for 2020 is to get your short-term rental property set up, get your listing up on Airbnb, or you already have it up there, but you want to get it profitable. I'm your girl. So sign up for one of my 1-hour free strategy sessions and I can see what you got going on and I can see if I can help you. So for Facebook, I'm going to leave the link in the comments. And on Instagram, if you're watching, it is the link in my bio. You can click there and sign up. And if you're on Periscope, just go to marcellawilson.com and click on Start a Short-Term Rental, and you'll see the links there. So that's all I have for you today. I'm never on here long. So what I want you to come away with today is ask for the 5-star review. All right, so I'll be back on tomorrow like I am every day. Hope you had a great hump day. And I'll see you later. Good night, everybody. Good night, Facebook. Good night, Periscope. Good night, Instagram. All right, guys, have a good one. Bye.